Island 2025 is absolutely brutal. Hello, you gorgeous donuts. Today we're going to react to the new contestants that'll be taking part in Love Island 2025. The most iconic dating show there's ever been, after Virgin Island, of course. So Love Island has released loads of content on the new contestants. Firstly, we're going to react to like the interview compilations that they've done, where they answer a series of questions. And at the end of this video, we're also going to discuss how one of the Love Island contestants for this year has already been axed before any filming has started. So let's get into it. I feel like we need to predict who's going to be the winner by the end of this video, so let us know in the comments your thoughts.
Hi, I'm Shakira.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
I'm Alima.
Wait, Shakira? Oh my god, okay, that's a cool name. Just walking around the villa shaking your hips. Ooh, she's not a liar. Terrible. Awful. Already off to a horrific start.
Hi, I'm Tommy.
I'm Alima.
Hey, I'm Blue.
I'm Megan.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sophie.
I'm Connor.
Hi, my name's Helena.
I'm Harry.
I'm Megan.
Hey, my name is Dejan.
The people that go on Love Island are just so, like, I'm like, what? How are people just this, like, good looking? Like, you know, when you go out in the street, you don't normally see people like this. Like, where are they hiding? Are they just, like, spawning them? Are they creating them in labs? And then they're only built to be on Love Island? Every time I watch this show, it just reminds me just how much worse looking I am than these people. It's also interesting how Love Island has changed the marketing from doing like the stupid individual things that they always release around the contestant, and instead they're doing it as like a group thing. I wonder if it's because people would often take the out of them in that, and this kind of softens the load a bit, or if they're just trying to like kind of change the marketing. I have no idea, but it's a lot different.
Waking up and seeing toothpaste spat in the sink. Don't do that.
Where else do you spit it? Are people putting that in, like, in the toilet? Do people spit their toothpaste in the toilet? I guess it kind of makes sense, because it's all going down the same, you know, the same route. Why have I never considered that? That's actually a great tactic. This guy might have opened up a whole new world for us. Does he mean, like, when you can see it, like the previous person's one? I kind of get that. But I don't know if it's an ick. I don't know if, like, I would leave a person after that. Like, I don't know if we've been on a couple of dates, they come back to mind, I see the spit in the thing, and I'm like, oh my god, I can never see this person again. I don't think it's a deal breaker, personally. At least it's evidence that they do brush their teeth.
Flip-flops. Yeah, I don't think boys should be in flip-flops.
Well, that's me. Then why shouldn't boys be in flip-flops? What's wrong with getting your toes out as a man? What happened to being a man? Getting your toes out, letting them breathe? Who let their dogs out? I did. What's wrong with wearing flip-flops as a man? Why aren't we allowed to do that? It's so hard being a man. You women wouldn't understand. God, you've got it so easy. So easy. So hard being a man. Can't even wear flip-flops now. Is that an ick?
Girl goes out every weekend drinking loads.
What if she's single? That's an ick. Or like just having a good time. Like when you're young. Like why? This is the thing with Love Island. You know, it just makes you like overthink everything. You're like, wait, so, okay, I can't wear flip-flops. I'm not allowed to go out every weekend with me friend. And I'm not allowed to spit toothpaste into the sink. This would turn my life upside down as an 18-year-old.
I know you have the suitcase and it only has 2 wheels.
What's wrong with having a suitcase that's got 2 wheels? What's the matter with that? Why is that an ick? You're telling us that's a deal breaker? What's wrong with having a bit of rear wheel drive with your suitcase? What happened to that? I don't want 4-wheel drive. To be fair, I think I've got a 4-wheeler. But still, if I want to have a 2-wheeler, I still want the ability to have one. The choice there. Bloody hell.
The guy that likes a lot of girls' pictures on Instagram.
Okay, I can get behind that one. That one I can kind of see. Like, you know, if someone's liking every single photo, you know, you're scrolling Instagram, it's like liked by this person, you're like, oh, I kind of get that, because it's almost like, I know it's stupid, but it's almost like, wait, do they actually like me, or are they just trying to put the feelers out for everyone here? That's the first decent ick.
Too much neediness. So just like always needing to do something with someone and never wanting to be by themselves.
I can kind of, I feel like he's worded it badly, but I can kind of see what he's getting at, but what does this mean? Do you want them to just be by themselves if you're in a relationship and just kind of sit there and do nothing?
Someone who like posts like selfies of themselves like unironically.
Yeah, I would never. You wouldn't catch me ever posting selfies. Definitely not on my Instagram at Kirkham. I never do. I wouldn't have selfies. Me. I wouldn't get me to that ick level. What's wrong with taking a photo of yourself if you feel like you look good? What happened to that? A little bit of self-confidence. Self-love's the best love. Double loved you. You know what? Just to piss these people off, I might take a selfie in me flip-flops next time I'm on holiday. I'm gonna hit him with that. Their mind's gonna be blowing. I'll get my own back one day. Also, I've just realised, like, they're using the microphone as the Love Island bottle. Like, this show has just changed from being just like normal people going on to Love Island to just them trying to sell you everything. Even the people going on the show are going on for like career purposes.
If you have bad hygiene, then yeah, it's done.
White socks, black trainers, black socks, white trainers. Let's not.
Right. We need to have a chat about this one, because I see this one pop up all the time. What is wrong with wearing different coloured socks to trainers? I have no idea why this is a thing. People die on the hill that you can't wear white trainers with black socks. Why? Why have we decided this? Like, someone the other day was telling me it's an ick to wear Nike socks with Adidas trainers. Why? Who decided this? I'm losing me bloody mind out here. There's so many rules. I'm going to be walking down the street, people will be laughing at us. I don't even know why now. I don't even know why.
What's an instant turn on?
Probably good chat. You can definitely chat your way into my pants.
Anyone, what? That would be me. I have dead chat, absolute dead chat. You know that. I mean, that's no secret these days. I've got really dead chat. It's a miracle that I managed to pull Chloe. I have no idea how I did it. I think she was actually doing her charity work, and then the gigs kind of just got so long now that she's kind of just stuck with us. I've trapped her basically. I don't think actually. Maybe I should go and ask her if she's okay.
They smell nice. They could be ugly, but if they smell great, I'm like, I could do that.
Is that true? If they could be ugly here, but if they've got like Dior Sauvage on, you're like, oh, okay then. Right, my bedroom's this way. Come on, fella.
Respect and the way a guy treats me.
That's the first nice answer. I just like somebody that just treats us like a person. That's the first like kind of decent answer. It's so basic.
Someone who's big-hearted, or actually like that loves kids, because I like kids, so I think, yeah, it's a turn on.
I don't know if they've brought any pedos in for your love. I guess we'll have to watch on to see. It's a turn on. I know what she's saying. She didn't obviously mean that. I know what she's saying, like, oh, she just wants children in the future. But the way she worded that just sounded pretty odd. Okay, what red flags do you always ignore? This should be fun.
Instagram following. I look at that and it looks like Victoria's Secret model page, and I'll ignore that, but then probably cry about it.
It's actually a thing that, everyone worries about, like who you follow on Instagram. Because I've never really thought of it. Like, I don't really know. Now that's a new worry. Do I need to be worried about who Chloe's following on Instagram? I've never thought about that. God, I'm going to go into an existential crisis right now. Is that a thing? Like, is it because they're going to be seeing them people on their feeds? So, like, are you worried, like, subconsciously they'll fancy them? Like, what is it about the Instagram following? Or do you automatically think they're following them because they like them? Interesting one. I do get it.
A naughty boy. I'd ignore him all the time.
A naughty boy? What? That's like, what class is this, like a naughty boy? Are we talking like, you leave a room and don't turn the light off? Or are we talking like you rob a bank and kill people? Like, what level of a naughty boy are we talking here? I need to know. 'Cause I feel like you can kind of ignore the first one, but the second one's a little bit difficult to ignore. Especially if it's multiple people and multiple banks, they're coming home every night with blood on them. But are you ignoring them because they're also bringing money back? A little bit toxic, right? Kind of like it.
Girls giving blunt replies, and I might come across too keen if I'm replying too quickly.
That is one of the funniest things when you're single. Is like, it's such a weird thing. You don't want to reply too quickly to messages, but you don't want to reply like too late, and then you're like overthinking it, and then you realize like, why am I actually overthinking this? Like, does it really matter? Like, you can't reply instantly, but then you can. But then does that show you're too keen? Why is there's so many mental gymnastics when you're speaking to someone for the first time? Like, the whole thing is you try to act like you're not interested, but really you're really interested. Why? Why do we all have to try and play it cool? For what reason? Why can't we just be like, look, I like you. Do you like me? Do you want to go on a date and then maybe just have like babies in the future? What happened to that? Was that ever a thing that people interacted like that? It should be. Put all your cards on the table from the start.
I don't really tend to ignore red flags. When I see them, I kind of run for the hills. No time for that.
Slay Queen. This Love Island cast look like they could be quite good, to be fair. I kind of like it. They look, they're all, attractive people, but a lot of them seem down to earth. Like, a lot of the time it just seems like last year was just full of influencers and it kind of made us not want to watch it. This year they seem a bit more normal. What's an underrated green flag? Come on then, hit us with it.
Being able to hold eye contact.
I'd be I just find it too intense. Like, when people like look at you in the eyes for longer than 5 seconds and don't look away, I'm just like, oh, it's but I have very low self-esteem, guys, so that's probably the issue there. Anyway.
Probably someone who makes a good cup of tea.
Okay, I'm your man if you want a cup of tea, love. Honestly, I do make good cups of tea. I think that's actually the sole reason Chloe's still with us. Like, if she got with anyone else, if they made her a cup of tea, she'd be like, oh, remember Cam's cup of tea? The way he used to put the tea bag in. Oh, that got a bit Got a bit raunchy.
I think just manners.
Just someone who is constantly like, you know, if they're going to take ages to reply, they drop a message saying, by the way, I'll be offline for the next couple of hours, but I'll message you.
I feel like anyone that's good with being independent.
Do you know what's funny about all these underrated green flags? It's pretty much just the basics of being a decent person. But I feel like with dating right now, at least what I hear from like friends and stuff, the baseline of like people being nice is so low when it comes to dating. That like underrated green flags are just like, yeah, they actually replied to me. It's so sad.
I feel like people are like weird about boys who like really like their moms. Like as long as it's not like to a weird level, like that's a good flag to have.
Cute night.
You know, as long as they're not like shagging behind me back, then I can deal with it, you know. Once they start shagging, I'm out of there. It's no longer underrated. I know that is like a red flag, isn't it? If like, you know, sons are really close with their mums. Is it because they put their mums before like the girlfriend? Is that why? Like I know that's like a Sigmund Freud thing. Like they fancy their mums more than they do their girlfriend. I know there was this study where basically like loads of lads had to rank their girlfriend, their daughter and their mother in like 1, 2 and 3, and often the girlfriend would come last, which is really sad considering like, you know, that's your partner and that's the person that brought your daughter into the world. So I do get why, you know, people are uptight about that.
Big night in or big night out?
Big night out.
Big night out.
Big night out.
Big night out.
Am I the only person? I think it's because I'm getting old. I'm basically like unk status now. I just prefer a night in. You know, I mean, I am going on a stag do next week, which, you know, I am looking forward to. But like normally I just kind of like, you know, I just like a night in. I don't know why. I just watch like The Sopranos. I watch like Game of Thrones. Just watch like a series or something. Or watch a movie that I've already seen like 5 times. I don't know why. Like maybe that's, you know, just a thing that's just personal to me. If I've seen a movie 5 times and I know the word of every single sentence that comes out the characters' mouths, I enjoy watching it for the 6th time. I don't know why. Is anyone else like that? Please say you are. I just find comfort. It's almost like it's, God, I seem like such a freak. It's almost like it's not overwhelming not knowing what's coming. Am I like broken? I think I'm broken.
Absolutely. Big night out most weekends, but when I'm just not feeling it, I want to be knitting at home, baking some cupcakes and watching Harry Potter.
She seems quite like nice, bless her. She seems like very northern. He seems just want to sit in, have a cup of, you know, knit, just watch some Harry Potter. You know, I love him. Bloody Harry. He's great, isn't he? Okay, right, we've got a good question here. What's your wildest night out story? I don't want to hear like, oh yeah, I got really pissed and then got a kebab and then went home. What my like? I want to hear something really bad, like a massacre happened. Actually, no, that's a bit far.
When I split my head open on a night out, I've currently got a Harry Potter scar underneath this lovely side fringe.
That's pretty crazy. Right, the girl who lived.
I took her on a night out and ended up on a boat. I woke up in the morning on a boat and we'd sailed like 2 hours away.
That would be kind of like, that would be the worst anxiety ever. Like, you know, not waking up in your own bed, you wake up and there's no shore around. That would be horrific. You'd be like, what the fuck? That would be genuinely terrifying. Especially if you're on this boat with people you don't. Oh, that's like a horror film.
Who was your first ever celebrity crush?
It was the pink Power Ranger. I can't remember what she looks like, but the pink one was fit.
Aston from JLS.
Megan Fox in Transformers.
Why is that like a like a cultural thing for any like lad that is like around this age? Like when you were, you know, younger than Megan Fox, seeing her in Transformers at the time, you were like, what? Like, why was that an awakening for a lot of guys? I'm pretty sure Megan Fox was quite young in that. She was definitely older than me, but I think she was like, you know, if men were fancying her, it would be a little bit weird. I think it was the fact she was going out with Sam Witwicky, who was like a nerdy person, and I was like a nerdy person in school. I was like, oh my God, what? Like those type of people like us? Michaela? Oh, this is so weird. I also remember like the other Transformers movie that came after it, where like this other girl got Sam on the bed and like she had like a robot tail with like a tongue on it. I remember a lot of people being like, that's kind of sexy, and I was like, what, like a girl with a robot tail? Like, really? What are we doing here? The only sane person in my school at that point.
Zac Efron, but in 17 again, as that character.
When he gets out the car and that's it.
It's game over.
Do you know what is hilarious? The first time I watched that movie, I asked for a leather jacket, like obviously like a fake one probably, for Christmas, just so I could look like Zac Efron and wear skinny jeans. Like I wanted to be him in 17 again. I thought he was so cool. Although I didn't actually want to be him in that movie, because doesn't he like actually end up, you know, getting raunchy with his own daughter? That's a weird movie. I have reacted to it on my main channel if you want to go and watch that video.
What's the worst date you've ever been on?
I got knocked out. We left this bar, we were both really drunk, and then he gave me like a fireman's lift to go over his shoulder, but I went the full way. Got knocked out. When I woke up, he'd gone, took me Double whammy.
Wait, he stole your phone? Is that what you said? He left with my phone. What? So he knocked you out, and instead of getting your help, he stole your phone. Are you sure that, like, I don't know if that was by accident, love. Did he not, like, purposely put you over his shoulder to knock you out to steal your phone? Maybe he just groomed you to get your phone. Maybe this wasn't actually a date. I don't even know if this classifies as a date anymore. This is just weird. That is a bad first date.
When I went on a first date and the guy took the food home, if you did that on a second date, I think it's completely fine, but first date, that's a big no-no.
Wait, is that a name? If you're on a first date and, like, you don't finish your food, you go, excuse me, can I put that in a box? Can I have a box for me food, please? Do you want a box for yours? You don't. I'll have a box for hers as well. I'll take hers home with me. Right, double whammy, you see. That'll do for me dinner tomorrow. You're right, yeah. Why? If you go to a nice restaurant, what's wrong with, like, putting... Is that embarrassing asking to take the rest of your food home? Like, just finish it. I thought you meant to be a man. Can't be with a man that doesn't finish his food in front of us.
Really competitive, so we went to an arcade once, and I hated it because he won me at everything. I was fuming. I was like, I want to be winning a Guitar Hero.
That is, I feel like that's a little bit toxic. You know, you're like, oh, why are you winning so many more 2Ps than us, you prick? Like, whoa, you're a little bit intense on you. Don't think this is going to see through to a second date.
What's the lie you've told when dating or messaging someone?
Tell him I'm having a quiet night in and me and my brother go to the football instead.
Got him. Oh, I swear you'll never see anything like that ever again. That's good. That was good. That was crazy. He got him.
Me and my friends will create alter egos and we're like, yeah, my name's Rebecca and I'm a lifeguard. And we'll do accents and everything.
That's pretty crazy. That's pretty wild. What, you told him that you were a lifeguard? What? Oh, she's mental. That's mental. What? Because I get it. Because, like, you watch people in the pool. Oh, and he believed you. He believed you were a lifeguard. What? That's fucking mental, that lie. Why would you lie that you're a lifeguard? Like, I don't see why it's funny. I guess it's funny because it's so just, like... But, like, I don't know why that would be a lie. Like, I know some people, when they go on holiday, they lie about being a footballer for some reason. I don't know, like, I would just, if someone said to me, you're a lifeguard, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I would just believe you. Like, I wouldn't think that was a lie. Unless you're talking, like, the Baywatch type of lifeguard, like a lifeguard at the beach. I'd be like, oh, that's a little bit interesting.
How much money I make? I haven't really lied about it, but I've maybe let on that I make more than I do.
I don't know if I do get it. Like, why? Like, why would you even want the person? Like, if the person likes you more because you have more money, then do you even really want to be with that person? Because, you know, clearly they don't like you for you. They like you because they think that you have a lot of money, and eventually they're going to find out you probably don't have as much money as you're saying because you're lying. Okay, describe yourself in 3 words. I've got mine. Stupid, Geordie twat. There we go. Thank you very much.
Ambitious, entertainer, loyal.
I thought he was taking the there, but I feel like his face was... I feel like he was deadly serious. Ambitious first, probably an entertainer second, and loyal third. Yeah, I'm pretty much the full package.
Spontaneous, I'd say, caring, and a little bit wild.
A little bit wild. Sorry, love. Right, that's you've used 6 words there. You're disqualified. You're gonna have to go home. Sorry, your place in the villa's been took.
I'd definitely say quite bubbly, energetic, also quite caring. A lot of people think I'm just all fun, short-term fun and that, but when you get something on a deeper level, I can be caring. Not can be, I am caring.
I mean, that was like a full video essay, that, man. How many words have you used there? Also, what does quite caring mean? Is that like selective caring? Just when you kind of feel like it? What 3 words would your ex use to describe you? Now we're talking. Come on, bring the exes in. That's what they should do. Oh, that would be great promo.
Unforgettable, the best, and a liar.
This guy definitely fancies himself.
Loyal, funny, and a little bit outrageous.
Probably ambitious, a great entertainer, and loyal. She'd probably call me them 3. This guy definitely has a dropshipping business and like post aspirational quote on his Instagram story.
Describe your ideal type.
Someone that is interested in me.
I go for a naughty boy or someone with really nice eyes.
She loves the naughty boyness. Again, I really need clarification on what a naughty boy is. If anyone in the comments could let us know, what is a naughty boy? Am I a naughty boy? I don't feel like I am. That kind of just feels like, it just feels kind of creepy calling myself that.
Blonde, probably. Scouse, potentially. Northern.
That's nice, right? I've never heard a woman on Love Island say they like a blonde guy. It's always, just tall, dark and handsome, right? That's my type on paper, right? You know, I'd put all my eggs in his basket. I've never heard them going, yeah, I just want a blonde man. Just give me that blonde blue eye stuff.
If there's a ginger come my way, I wouldn't mind it.
Sexy.
Why did they end it on that? Sexy. No, don't kill yourself. You're so sexy. I actually off first glance, looking at these contestants, I feel like they all seem really nice. There doesn't seem like there's any knobheads. Usually there's like, you know, one clear knobhead. Maybe we'll have to, you know, wait for the series to actually happen to see this. But I feel like they're all going to get on. Now, they have released the individual contestant kind of descriptions that they are famed for doing with Love Island. However, they're not like the usual kind of way that they've done it in the past. This time they've done it audio described, which is a really nice thing. Like, they basically just kind of describe exactly what they look like for, you know, just to give people an overall picture, especially people that, you know, are blind. So that is really nice and really, you know, inclusive. I don't think they're actually going to release the ones that they used to. I think this is all they're doing this year. I also think this will help stop like the overall bullying and stuff that happens on Twitter. Like, a lot of the time these would get clipped up and, you know, get quote tweeted with just horrible things about their appearance and all of this kind of stuff, which obviously is not very nice. So I think Love Island is really trying to kind of help the mental health of these people. And it's a shame because I did used to find them really entertaining, and I feel like, you know, it used to really hook you in and it got you just kind of like rooting for certain people. One thing that is really interesting is there was meant to be another contestant where they've basically just cut all of his interview footage off. He's called Kyle Ashman, and in this article it says he's dumped from Love Island UK before entering the villa and ahead of season 12 premiere. And it says here that Love Island have dumped him before anything is aired because multiple reports say Ashman was involved in a machete attack incident. The Sun reported that the Love Island hopeful had been arrested on suspicion of being involved in the attack. In a statement, Ashman denies any involvement. He says, "I fully cooperated with this police investigation and made it very clear that I had no involvement in the incident. I am not a violent person, and any suggestion otherwise is a mischaracterization." And Kyle has actually made a response video on his TikTok.
I'm Kyle. I just came in here to say I'm sure you've seen the news circulating. I'm innocent. There was no further action. I'm not a bad guy. Honestly, I'm not a bad guy. I'm a normal guy from a normal place. An opportunity arose to find love. I grabbed it with both hands and it's been taken away from me. I've seen all the support pages and who knows, maybe I'll get a chance to go on Casa Amor or as a bombshell, get back in and show you who I really am. Show you that I'm not a bad guy. We'll see.
I mean, when I was reading the article, I was like, oh, he seems like, you know, he's kind of cooperated and, you know, he seems like a decent guy. This just made me unsure. Like, the fact he's holding a cup of tea to make himself seem more chill. The way he's kind of speaking is very like, you know, it almost seems like he's trying too hard to be chill, but I imagine, you know, he's not used to being on camera and like talking to like an audience. So, you know, he might just be trying too hard to kind of seem kind of innocent here. I mean, this is a very nice house, Kyle. Very nice house. You shouldn't be involved in anything like that. The top comment. Bro holding a cup of tea to come across more innocent. Look, that was so strategic. Like, you know, he's like got someone to film him here and he's went, actually, should I get the cup out? If I get the cup out, will that make it seem like, that'll make it seem normal, wouldn't it? Yeah. I'm not saying he's not normal, by the way. This guy is probably, you know, could be completely innocent here. But it is interesting that Love Island have kicked him off. It's even more interesting that Love Island even got him on in the first place. Like, surely you do your background checks. Like, there's always something like this every year where one contestant has, you know, something dodgy about them. And I almost feel like they do this on purpose to get people talking about the show, to try and get some, like, I don't know, just some, you know, people just some marketing for it and kind of throw one person under the bus a little bit. Again, I know nothing about the situation, but it's just funny how it happens every single year. But yes, Donuts, let me know who you think is going to win this season of Love Island. I know I did like a watch-along series for it last year. I don't know if I'm going to do it this year. If you really want us to do it, let us know. I'm unsure if it'll have the want for that, but I guess we'll see in the comments. And yeah, if you want to watch another video from me that's very similar to this one, go on a binge watch, right? Or watch this video I did on another dating show, which is very, very peculiar.
Kirkham, baby!